right on the other side of the wall and mid on the bush on their side,
Mm-hmm.
and it would have caught where she was, barely, but it would have.
So I just remember, push forward, push execute. That is like the number one. If you're ever just like, what the hell am I doing? Push forward, push execute.
Yeah.
Right. Because like in all reality, you got that recall off after she ganked you, but you lost a pretty good amount. Whereas you
Yeah.
could have lost nothing if you would have recalled earlier, right?
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, when I told you to recall earlier for the cheater recall, you wouldn't have had 1,000, so I probably would have gone for like I don't actually know how much you would have had, but definitely boots and a longsword, and then like something else.
Yeah, I probably would
Depending
have
on how
gotten
much you have.
control ward pot,
Yeah.
control ward
Yeah,
controllable.
yeah, definitely. I kind of like didn't say control word, but you could have gotten like when you had 1,000 right there, you could have gotten what was it, like 1,030 or something. By the time you would have recalled, you would have had enough for 2 longswords, boots, and a control word. So yeah, that's fine. Again, if he's that's weird. That's cool actually. If I hit space, it just jumps to you. If he's going for this, we want to push and get prio, especially if the Vigar's not here, right?
Yeah.
We need to push it in and be ready to. Shit, I got the hiccups. Be ready to help him if he needs it. See, look, she's right there.
Bloodshed carries a price.
Now imagine if you would have been there like early, right?
Minions have spawned.
You get the kill, but you could have gotten the kill and been back to catch this.
Yeah. With that ult, by the way, I was meaning to go over the wall with
100%.
that, and that would have been that's what I was trying to do, but I ended up goofing it, and it went totally the wrong way. Right there. I was supposed to put it at that
That's right.
tree. I was gonna put it
Yeah.
at the tree and then
Angle
walk
it
him
this way.
down, and he would have died.
Surfing's a little ballsy.
She ends up killing Andy. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, shit on.
Yeah, we kill him.
Alright, nice. And yeah, now you're low on mana, you need to leave. But you lose a lot for that, right? He's almost even with you in CS now, when you had like a 12 CS lead. You got control over that's good.
I try my hardest to get one every back. And if I already have one, then I don't buy one. But every
Yeah,
back.
you don't always have to, but in lane you definitely want to always have like you probably always want to have a control word down, and then if you recall while one is still down, you want to have one in your inventory, like at all times, probably. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So say like you had one down, then you recall, you buy one.
Yeah.
But if you recall when you have one down and you have one in your inventory, you don't really need to buy one. Yeah, one. I didn't even notice he had electrocute. That's a good point. Let's look at.
Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, huh, this is going to be so less cancer than I thought it was going to.
Let's see. Wait for the Shin to respawn. Shin probably has grasp. Yeah. Shyvana has fucking comment for some reason.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I also thought, man, I'm thank goodness she did not have DH, because I know DH Shyvana is stupid.
Yeah.
I hate it.
She would have gotten one off you in mid when you didn't recall.
Yep. She also would have gotten one off of the Garen in the beginning as well.
So since like all your lanes have priority right now, you don't. Damn, it's low as shit. Since there's like no Scuttle Crab, he's not going for an objective yet. You don't necessarily need to hard push. So what you can do is we use this next wave as an example. On this wave, you don't necessarily have to hard push it. You can let it sit here, and then you can like zone him off, right?
Yeah. So I just slow push here, last hit, and then.
Yeah, just last hit, and then that gives you a really good opportunity for a good recall if you're slow pushing, zones him off a lot of shit. If you're slow pushing, then you can go for like an objective or a gank somewhere, like after these are pushing back. This is a little bit higher level stuff.
Hey, by
but,
the way,
like,
look at Nico's items real quick.
yeah, it's 80 Nico.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, I didn't realize she was going 80 Nico. I thought she was just going regular AP Nico. And it's 10 to 2 right now.
Yeah. Which is another good reason you could be zoning this guy off CS and making it like even worse, right? Like the less stacks you give Vygar, the better. So if you just like hinder his ability to get stacks, then you're doing really good. See, like you already have good vision. Like you guys have good vision, Rob. And this is on.
Yeah, see, I
you don't have to
finally got that ward down.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like you have good vision. There's nothing really to gank. I mean, he's pushed up a little now, but this isn't enough of a wave to gank off of. It's like, what is the point of pushing this? You know, you could just let it sit here and build up rather than pushing it. Pretty good.
I was kind of crapping my pants right there, trying not to hit the edge because I thought I was gonna get minion blocked right into it. I'm like, no, please.
Hey, you're playing very passive against a very scaly champion, right?
An ally has been slain.
Pity those who cross me.
I underestimate and overestimate a lot of matchups like that. So like,
yeah, that's fair.
I mean, because I've played games like when I'm autofill top, not recently, but before, and like gone against things like Nasus and stuff like that, where it's like he could kill you, but if you're just at the same skill level or better, he's not going to. You'll just curb stomp him early, and then I've gotten killed, and it's like,
yeah, the thing is like Nasus and Vygar, people underestimate how good they are like mid game, if that makes sense. Like early game, they're really, really, really bad, right?
Yeah.
But obviously they're like infinite scaling, so they're supposed to be good late game. But then people will try to treat them like they did at 3 minutes, like they are at like 14 minutes, which doesn't work, right? Because he's already gotten. I mean, this guy is bad. Let's see if he shows here in a second. I want to click on him, see how many stacks he has. If this guy is bad, he already has 43 extra ability power, right? Yeah. So he could, if you get like hit by all of his abilities, he could definitely one-shot you. Right? This is interesting.
Yeah, and they stay here for a long time.
It's fine. She's probably just getting tilted with bot, right? So you can take a little pressure.
My work is not done.
Okay, it's all right. I probably would have eat away as soon as I saw the Shyvana jumping in. Oh, he almost looked like Jace for a second there.
I do what I
As soon as I see that and like this coming down, you know she's probably gonna eat you. Just jump away and like play like back here and wait for them to push.
Yeah, I forget her abilities, so I forgot that she could even do that.
Because you're giga close to death right there. If this MF wasn't 03, you probably die.
Oh, I definitely would have died.
Yeah. See, if you were healthier, what you could have done is just stand like back here and culling this whole wave.
Yeah.
And then get a recall off. Oh, I spittled a little bit. Oops. See, now they get a bunch of platings and stuff, but if you were healthy enough where you could just stand here and, like, they would probably still try to do the same thing here, but you would have been healthy enough to live.
Yeah.
And, like, if you're bursting this wave with, I believe you still have flash, you still have flash and all that. So you would have been fine back there. It would have been hit by tower if they tried to do anything. And then if you destroy the wave, they can't keep pushing. And then you get a recall. And then if they stay there after that, then this happens, right?
Yeah.
And this happens. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So
now me pushing this was that good since everyone was everywhere but where I was? Or should I have roamed here to top?
You
could have
saved
the Garen. I don't even think he dies though.
I would probably move here, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's 5, though. Yeah, maybe you don't. Maybe you just stay and push this. I think it's worth... I think you could have even just ulted this wave and, like, got it into tower and started bursting. Just to get it in as fast as you can.
I mean, Garen lived, I think.
Yeah, but still, like,
Yeah.
while they're doing that, you want to get that pushed in as fast as possible and chunk the tower down, because obviously as soon as you got it in, he TP'd, right? Whereas if he was still fighting, you could have pushed it in. And obviously, like, it even just now took me long to, like, realize what you should do. So not doing it instantly isn't the biggest deal. Obviously, this is all, like, hindsight herald shit. Yeah, they are really low. It was... Oh! Yep, goodbye. Oh!
Oh, it is...
Easy. Easy.
Yeah. Is AD Nico really that good? Like, is it?
Not really. It used to be really good, but right now it's not very good. You need to be able to react to that. That was a really bad. Like, this was really poor from the Shin.
Yeah. That and I missed my dash, otherwise I wouldn't have had the burn flash.
If he flashes here, you either need to, like... I mean, it's hard to tell where he's going, so you need to dash away or, like, flash away, if that's your first reaction. Right? Because obviously Shin is supposed to, like, taunt then flash, but he flashed and taunted. You should definitely just get away from that.
I missed the. I went to E over that wall right there after he taunted.
Oh. Yeah.
And then it just stopped me, so I had to flash.
Don't try to hit it while he has his circle up, by the way.
Yeah.
It doesn't even apply on it. Oh, that's nice. Nice. That was a pretty good sidestep that time. For one thing, they should not be able to do that. You guys should be contesting that.
Bloodshed carries a price.
Oh, he ulted to the Vigar. Yeah. Oh, I missed something here. Hold on.
They bomb right for me because I poked.
Hey, you have nothing you can do to him. The only reason you would want to walk up to this is if you had CC. Yeah. With a pretty stinking tanky Shin, you're not gonna do anything to, like, hinder his ability to play.
Yeah, okay, when it explodes, I thought it only exploded when it hits champions.
No, it always... that might be, like, the regular one. That was a good dash over the water.
Okay. Because, like, I was gonna just
always blows up, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because, like, that's why I didn't try to sidestep, because she threw it way next to me. It was not gonna hit me, but then it exploded, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm just dead. So... Okay, that's good to know.
Shut down.
I do what I must.
Yeah, and at this point, I realized that it's like what, 14 minutes here? So it's time to switch lanes, so I think I stay bot here.
Yeah, this is fine. Remember, at some point you wanna essence reroute him, or like a, what is it called, Sheen item.
Yeah, I do go S.
Sure. This is rip. Oh. He sped him up. That sucks. You drew a lot of pressure there. That's fine. Yeah. It sucks that you lose shutdown, but you drew a lot of pressure. It allows them to push top mid.
Yeah, especially top, because our Garen is fed out of his mind.
Yeah.
That and our Nico, too.
Yeah. Yeah, this was fun.
See, when I'm waiting at the wall here, I wasn't...
You gotta be really careful up by yourself.
Do I have... I don't have ward. Otherwise I would have warded over that wall.
Yeah, you have to... We're still in red vision. You gotta be, like, counting champions on your screen, right? You only see these 3. That means Shyvana and Shen could be anywhere, right?
Beware
Yeah.
of their
And they'll both, like, if they're both together, they will one-shot you. So that's fine. You didn't lose too much. Ideally, you don't have to use your Gale Force like that, but it's a pretty good combo, actually.
Yeah, I've been playing. If I do end up like before I get into ranked to test my internet, I'll play either a draft pick or something else. And then if I play Lucian, I make sure I practice Gale Force combos with Lucian.
Yeah.
My purpose.
The only reason why I didn't get out of that ult is because I was in the box.
In this scenario, first of all, I would not be the one in front.
Shut down.
I would be behind other
At
people.
this point, I should be just gone. I should not even be there.
Yeah, you should probably not be here.
I should
But
be.
if you're gonna stay here and try to bush cheese somebody, you need to be in the back of the bush.
Okay.
Because you will get shit on if you're in the front, as we see here in a second. So, you know, first thing is you not being in this cage at all, right? So you should have been back here, not even in the cage. Second thing is, if you're in this cage, just like try to like hug the wall right here, and just pray to God that they don't see you, right? Because you dashing in like this, you're just guaranteeing death, pretty much, right? And then the second thing, you're hitting him inside his auto block, yeah. So you're basically just guaranteed, like, you're already at the morgue before, like, when he puts that cage down.
An enemy has been slain.
You could get lucky and maybe they just like don't. Hopefully they don't see you right there. Yeah. And then when the cage gets down, you just dash out and try to get the hell out of dodge. You know.
Hell, maybe your Seraphine ult can last long enough to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Work is not done.
Your goal in that situation is to try to survive, not really kill.
For now. Killing spree.
You have vision in the bush, right? Or else he would have put the cage right on your head. You saw a ward there. Yeah. You could start this. Yeah. Kill him. Ooh.
Yeah,
That hurts.
I thought he had Ludens because every other Vigor that I've seen had Ludens, and then he had Everfrost and just dumped.
You have to constantly check items. This is why I wish I could see your POV to see how often you're hitting tab and stuff. You need to constantly be checking to see who's got what, you know, who's fed, who's not, who's decently farmed up.
See, I hit tab a lot, but I check every other laner's items. I check all of them but mine. And that was the one game it bit me. And then even sometimes I'll be like, oh, okay, they're going this or this, but this was just one of those games that I just did not check. Because I was like, okay, if it's a Vigor, he's most likely gonna go at Ludens. And then
okay, so what is like the #1 goal if we're picking Lucian?
Bully our laner early.
I'd say that's probably the #2 goal. What's the #1 goal?
Nothing to lose.
CSing probably.
Yeah,
he's money
CSing.
hungry.
Yes, you want to have the highest CS in the game, right? And you have about 5 CS a minute right now. You should be coming out of lane like. You should have probably like, I'd say in Urielo at least 7 CS a minute out of lane. Right. I'd say if in like. I don't even know, like Plat Plus, you better have like 9 CS a minute coming out of lane as Lucian. Because he's good at harassing, but not necessarily like killing, if that makes sense. Like he'll poke the shit out of you, but it's just to like get you off the wave if you're playing right. This is fun. Yeah, this is good. You just have to be, I mean, you have all your sums up, you have flash, you have dash, just be ready to get out if you need to. But you see all of them right there, and you can leave. Yeah, that's good. Ward, that's good too. But yeah, your goal, Lucian. Sorry, just past my bedtime. Going Lucian is. I have been going to bed like giga early though. You want to be like the most CS person, but at the same time, you want to be like bullying the shit out of him. That's why he's like a pretty hard mid
I'm
champ,
on
right?
borrowed time.
Because you have a lot on your plate to be like doing. You need to be careful.
Has been destroyed.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful. Okay. Good. We'll stop it there. It's fine.
Really,
we
went past 20 minutes.
Always find them.
Actually,
Technically. How you? Bang.
But I mean, I do have. I mean, I've been putting in work with Ari. I mean, as you can see, I've played her
yeah, you've
a
been playing
lot.
pretty good on her.
I'm now Master 6
Also
with her,
saw,
and I've
like,
only got like 30,000, if that.
Or it's you had like a 23 kill RA game or some shit.
Yeah, it was 23 and 9.
Yeah.
That's the
Pretty good.
game I was trying to upload. It just wouldn't upload. That's what I'm saying. It was better off because it was. I just cursed on them. Like there wasn't any challenge.
That's fine.
whatsoever.
I could still ream you for for
Yeah.
shit in a 23 and 9 game.
Oh, definitely.
Um,
All those 9 deaths. I'm pretty sure were all stupid deaths, except for maybe 2.
yeah,
So.
that's okay. It's a pretty good game all in all. Was it this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Bloodshed. Price.
Yeah, you definitely need to have like. You should at least have more money than him.
Yeah.
Because like these guys were fed, so you don't necessarily have to have more money than these two. But you should be ahead of your jungle in money and creep score. He had more CS than you as well.
That's the only reason why he had more money than me,
Yeah.
because I had 3 more assists than he did. Even though they don't have much money to them. But, I mean, so.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely not go collector second, by the way.
I go Essence Reaver second after Boots.
Yeah, you definitely need
Okay.
an Essence Reaver. Also, if you're looking for like, this is something Gary and I have been talking about. Gale Force Collector is good against squishy comps, which this comp is fairly squishy. It just depends on how you're going to play the team fight.
Gotten like a Blade of the Rune King or something.
Well, what
like
I'm
that.
saying is, if you're playing front to back, then you need an armor pin because this guy is not going to die, right?
Okay, so like Lord Dominicans.
If you're playing like dive and stuff, then collector is fine. But if there's like a especially like a Shen who is just literally beef in the front line, then you need some sort of armor pin or like tank, like something to handle things.
So if he's going health, I get something like Blade, and then if he's going like what he's going here, I should have gotten like a Lord Dominicans.
Honestly, a Lord Dominic's is pretty it's
Dominix.
like you're good. It's pretty good in general, right?
Okay.
Like the flat armor pin is actually even good against squishies. Like believe it or not, it's gold efficient against squishies too. It's a really good item in general. To be fair.
Should I be doing that instead of Collector and then taking Essence
know,
Reaver
let's
then
look at pros are doing.
that?
I'm pretty sure pros are going like Essence Reaver first item.
Okay.
Lucian. Let's see. Okay, no, he goes Gale Force first. Who's this? That is. Larson went Kraken Slayer, Dominix. Against Seraphine, actually, you could probably do that. I would definitely say against the Vigar, you would want a Gale Force. Okay, so they are going Gale Force first. Well, that was top. Yeah, same rule applies, but you know.
Yeah.
Faker.
Shut down.
Actually, he went Shiroldas.
Turret has been destroyed.
Hey, where is he? He went Shiroldas.
Baker.
Shiroldas is actually pretty good on. I've seen people building that a lot in pro.
Okay.
Shiroldas. I just don't know like what order shit goes in. I think this is always left to right. If we're, yeah. Okay, so most people are still are going Gale Force first. Some people are going Essence Reaper still. But it's normally just like Gale Force, Essence Reaver, Shiroldas. It looks like.
Okay. and then boots whenever.
Ow.
Probably like second or third item.
I would go first or second, like these guys are doing.
Okay.
Boots, it's really nice to be able to dodge stuff. Like the extra movement speed is really convenient. Not a lot of people are going armor finish. Larson did. Did I see that was Fly started to? It's a set that makes sense. I think that honestly, I think I know why. I think they're basically saying like, okay, I really only want to CS. I wish it would show their CS like here, but it doesn't. It's fine. But yeah, just like like I said, we're gonna talk to coach and see if we can get pro views soon. Definitely watch some like Lucian and pro. Like nobody's gonna really be playing R8, so I would suggest watching some Lucian. Someone who plays it a lot is Larson. Actually plays it a decent amount. What is his name? Wait, Humanoid? I think Humanoid plays it a lot in the LEC. Yeah, he's pretty high prio still. Not like high prio, but people still like getting him a lot. Larson is like super adamant about this Kraken Slayer build. Or like wits end into other shit into Kraken Slayer. That's really odd. But it yeah, look at this. He's always going wits in first item. That's crazy.
Against AP.
Yeah, but still, like that's still pretty surprising. I don't know. Maybe that's the fucking play.
Yeah. I can't wait till I start playing some things like Tristana, because I now have both Dragon Trainer and little demon Tristana, or whatever it is.
Yeah, just gotta get there first.
Yeah, gotta find my way out of Elo Health first.
And you both, buddy. And you both.
Enemy double kill. An ally has
What do you go
been slain.
secondary, actually? Like, what are your runes? Does this look like what your runes are?
That's exactly what my runes are. Except I think I might go. I think I have Triumph. I think I have PTA Triumph.
I would actually suggest going Presence of Mind, since Lucian is so, like, mana hungry.
Okay.
That's a really Lucian rune. But for Inspiration, you don't always have to go Time Warp.
Yeah.
Like, Boots are fine.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Inside is fine. Although
I like
I've
the
told a few people this, like, I wouldn't suggest watching Faker for like 99% of stuff, because he does stuff at such a high level that it's like, use him as like entertainment for now, not necessarily as learning. Like, if you want to watch Faker and be like, oh my god, he just 1v9, that's fine. Because like in hindsight, if you're watching somebody for fun, you'll still be like learning. You'll get like second-hand learning at the end of the day. But don't sit down and try to like study how Faker plays, because if you try to do that in your games, you're gonna lose, right? And it's not saying that you're bad, but like your teammates won't be good enough to like play around it, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah, I have Triumph and Alacrity. That's what I have.
Yeah, that's fine. Which one, Alacrity?
Legend Alacrity.
Yeah. I would definitely go Presence of Mind. Any of these three, like, any of the legend runes is not really a big deal. Just like depends what you're against. Like, if you're looking to scale, go Bloodline. You're looking to like, I would say Buildymore probably, Alacrity.
So should I go Presence of Mind and then make that a priority?
What do you mean?
Like, should I change from the Triumph to the Presence of Mind and then take that into note?
Yeah, I would almost always go Presence of Mind, I think.
And then the Legend doesn't really matter?
Not that it doesn't matter, it's just like dependent on your matchup.
Give me a target.
So like, against a set, Tenacity wouldn't be a bad idea. Although Tenacity, I wouldn't do Tenacity unless it's like someone who has a lot of CC. Because like, at the end of the day, you're playing Lucian, right? So you could always just build the MR boots.
Oh,
If you're against like a TF, you can just build like merc treads. So maybe not the tenacity rune, but alacrity and bloodline, I would suggest going.
Okay.
And like I said, like I look at this shit like 24/7. Like I literally have it pinned to my bookmarks, right? Like I always have my u.gg ready to pull up. Go back. What is that? Like this shit is so useful. Like I get into a game and I'm like, the other day I didn't know what Soraka was building because it was like right after they buffed Warmogs. So some people were like going Warmog's first item now and stuff.
Oh wow.
So
Really?
I looked it up. Yeah, it's actually kind of broken on Soraka.
Yeah, Kled's Scarl. Yeah, or well, Scarl's. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, the Raptor actually counts as bonus health. So as soon as you buy Warmogs, it starts working and you get the passive.
So, oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I was watching a video
That's
on that
interesting,
'cause it was in my
actually.
recommended,
Let's see.
and I'm like, what the actual
Is he building it?
crap is going on? I don't think
Maybe on Tank Club, like after a while, but on Tank Club. That's a funny interaction. Though. That's hilarious.
Yeah, like he went Gore Drinker, or he went Warmog's first item, and then just ran down a Mord. Like just ran him down. He could not do anything, and then he got Gore Drinker, and he just didn't die.
Yeah, the Warmog's buff is interesting. To say
and he was running Grasp as well. So it was just kind of like, yeah, you kind of just don't kill him unless your whole team is doing percentage health.
Wait, have you guys seen the new item they're about to
But I've
come out?
seen both of them.
Yeah,
I've
the
seen
Hullbreaker
both.
ones?
Yes. It's legitimately Banner of Command. It's,
Oh no, it's worse than there. Like it is hell on earth. That minion does not die. It's
now notice I know things from that far back because I watched the videos of what used to be stupid.
Yeah,
It's like it's just what comes up in your recommended, like 12
Yeah.
worst whatever, you know, and that was